Just give me a second. Could you please confirm, are you able to see the screen, right? Just confirm yes, no, maybe in the chat.
Yes, it
Yes.
is visible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so before we move on, let me talk about what Confident Speakers Hub stands for. What is our mission and what is our core values before we begin? Okay, so our mission, we are from Confident Speakers Hub, and my mission is to help 1 lakh students to speak English fluently and confidently through the power of communication science. Okay, this is our mission and we hold it and we will go with that mission. And coming to the core values what we have. देखिए हर organization का एक core values होता है. तो हमारे भी confidence speakers hub का there are 7 core values which we stand for. First is active listening, right? This is a foundation of our community. The first is active listening. The second is speak with clarity. The third is speak less therapy. And the fourth is natural and scientific approach, continuous improvement, down to earth and respectful approach, and accountability and responsibility. देखिए ये हमारे कम्युनिटी के कुछ कोर वैल्यूज है जिसको हम बहुत ही ऑनेस्टली फॉलो करते हैं और अडेप्ट करते हैं. कम्युनिकेशन के लिए आपको एक्टिव लिसनिंग होना जरूरी है और आपके स्पीच में क्लैरिटी होना जरूरी है. फ्रॉम द डे वन वी हैव दैट माइंडसेट. एंड ये जो थर्ड पॉइंट है स्पीक लेस थेरापी. जब भी आप कोई चीज सीखना चाहते at that time the initial stage of what you have to follow is you have to speak less because in order to gain knowledge आपको फोकस के साथ कोई चीज को सुनना पड़ता without talking much. Then only you will be able to observe the thing. This is what it is referring to. Natural and scientific approach. The process what we are going to follow in the entire journey of communication skills, it's a very natural process. We learn the communication through the power of communication science. At the end of this mind map there is a slide which talks about आदमी लैंग्वेज सीखता कैसा उसके बारे में कुछ डिटेल्स है. We'll get to know in the later part of this webinar. Continuous improvement, it talks about every day you have to improve. आपका गुजरा हुआ दिन आने वाले दिन से बेहतर होना चाहिए. Every day you have to improve. The last second is down to earth. The reason why I have included this point in our core values, I see that कुछ स्टूडेंट्स मैंने कुछ स्टूडेंट्स मैंने ये देखा है कि कुछ 2 या 3 वर्ड्स या कुछ एक 40-50 वोकैबुलरी एनहांस होने के बाद वो लोग अपने आप को बहुत उम्दा समझने लगते हैं, राइट? अपने आप को फख्र महसूस करना चाहते हैं. ये जो बैड हैबिट है ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस का, दिस इज वेरी नेगेटिव. एज सुन एज यू थिंक दैट यू आर बेटर देन यू आर गॉन. ओके, सो इसीलिए मैं ये लास्ट सेकंड पॉइंट ऐड किया इसमें, डाउन टू अर्थ एंड रिस्पेक्टफुल अप्रोच. यू हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट एवरीबॉडी, राइट? द लास्ट पॉइंट इज अकाउंटेबिलिटी एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. वट एवर यू have and whatever you have impacted with, you have to be accountable for yourself. Okay, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि blame game like let's say if I ask a question to my student like why you didn't practice yesterday, he would say that no sir, I got a lot of work yesterday and इसीलिए मैं practice नहीं कर सका. So you have to blame yourself and you have to be accountable for whatever you have not accomplished which you have planned for, right? So these are the 7 core values which we stay connected till the end, okay, which we stand for. Our Confidence Speakers Hub community stand for on these 7 core values with it. Okay. So let's move on. And the second is I would like to share you some success principle. Like you will see this in every successful person, right? Let me just share you with that. The first is mindset. Mindset is very, very important. If you want to learn any skill, there is a saying that first learn mindset, then skill set, right? English communication skills is also one of the skill set. So in order to learn that skill, you should have a strong mindset. अगर एक आदमी के पास weak mindset है, he will not be able to achieve anything in the life because he will go again a U-turn and it will not reach to the extension where he has set the goals. The second point is time management. देखिए अगर आपके पास टाइम ही नहीं है तो आप करोगे क्या, right? Time is very much important. The second is health and energy management. Let's say you got a very good time, ठीक है, आपके पास बहुत अच्छा टाइम है, वैल्यूबल टाइम है, but you don't have health or energy. If you relate this example, I can say that if you go to hospital, देखिए आप हॉस्पिटल में जितने लोग रहते हैं वो लोग के पास तो बहुत ज्यादा वक्त होता है, but they don't have health and energy. That's the reason they'll not be able to achieve it. So the third point, which plays a very important role in your life, is health or energy management. This is really important. The fourth is very, very important, which is focus. आपको तवज्जो, जिसको हम उर्दू में तवज्जो कहते हैं, focus is very, very important, and it is one of the most valuable resource in this era. In 2025, I would say that if you sequentialize the importance of all this thing, I would say focus is one of the valuable resource in this list, because where focus goes, energy flows. This is first point. And second is, do you know what is the attention span and the focus time frame of human being in this year 2024, 2025? I'm sorry. Any guesses? What is a average uh, span of time that human can stay focused? Any guesses? You can type it in the chat. You're saying something? What is this? 15? Is it 15 second? 15 minutes? 15 hours? 1 hour, Ibrahim? Seconds. Okay, 15 seconds. Mhm. Yeah. As per the status, I recently I read a book called Do It Today. In that, he mentioned that the attention span of the human being is 20 seconds. This is the statistics of United States of America. And I don't know about India and Hyderabad, but this statistics which I'm sharing, it is United States, and it says only 20 seconds. That means एक बंदा किसी काम पर फोकस किया है तो उसका अटेंशन स्पैन सिर्फ 20 सेकंड में चेंज हो रहा है. आफ्टर दैट इज चेंजिंग इज द फोकस इज गोइंग टू अ डिफरेंट लेवल, right? Diverting from main focus element to other elements, like distraction from main point, right? So this is one of the valuable resource. The other is goal setting. Let's say, for example, you got a very good mindset, you have a time, you have a good energy level, you got a very good focus, but you don't have a goal. What will happen? Let's say, for example, एक होशियार बंदा जिसके पास माइंड स्ट्रांग है, टाइम मैनेजमेंट भी है, एनर्जी इज गुड, फोकस लेवल इज वेरी गुड, बट ही डजंट हैव एनी गोल. व्हाट विल हैपन? वो गलत रास्ते पर जाएगा, राइट? जितना होशियार बंदा रहेगा उतना बुरा काम और उतना बदतरीन काम कर सकेगा. देखिए, आप जितने भी रॉबर्स है, बैंक रॉबरी जो करते हैं, एटीएम लूटते हैं, और साइबर अटैक्स जितने भी होते हैं ना, वो लोग अपना इंटेलिजेंस दूसरी जगह इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Got a good mind, bad mindset, by the way. Time management, health, and focus, everything will be there, but they don't have a good goal, right? The next part is clarity on goal. You should have a clarity on your goal. If you don't have a clarity, then you will not be able to achieve your goal. Whatever the goals you want to achieve, there should be a step-by-step process. Okay. Let's say, for example, in my complete course, let me give you this example. In my complete course, you will see a step by step process of achieving anything. Like, let's say, for example, you don't have a confidence while speaking. I will give you only three tips and five implementation framework. That's it. You don't require 20 steps to achieve that. It's pretty simple, right? So you should have a clarity in your goal, what you want to achieve, and what are the steps to achieve it, right? And the last part is power of influence. Influence ka matlab, what is the meaning of influence? Sohbat ka asar. Yeah, Aman, I would like to, some of the audience are new here. So the topics which I'm going to cover, it's going to be new after this slide, right? Okay. So what is the power of influence? ये जो सोबत का असर जो होता है, it is for sure short. There is a science. I can tell you the reasoning and the science behind it, but we don't have much time to discuss about it. So let me give you one example. देखिए, अगर आपको डॉक्टर बनना है, ओके, एंड यू आर स्टेइंग विद ऑल रॉबर्स, ओके, आप डाकुओं के साथ रह रहे हैं, तो इन्फ्लुएंस का पावर इतना है कि आप डॉक्टर तो बाद में बनते हैं, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर हार्ड वर्क, बट डाकू तो पक्का बनेंगे, क्योंकि देयर इज अ पावर बिहाइंड, देयर इज इन्फ्लुएंस पावर बिहाइंड इट. सो ये पॉइंट्स जितने भी हमने शेयर किया, सक्सेस प्रिंसिपल्स, ये एक 7 पावरफुल टिप्स है आपको कामयाब करने के लिए, और इसको आप अपनी जिंदगी में इंप्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं. ओके, लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक विच इज फाउंडेशन ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. ओके, दिस इज अ फाउंडेशन. The foundation is overall my 8 years of experience in teaching communication English. I have jotted on very simple the foundation of communication, right? देखिए, लैंग्वेज बोलने के लिए, कम्युनिकेशन के लिए, यू शुड हैव समथिंग टू स्पीक, राइट? आपके पास कुछ नॉलेज होना चाहिए कुछ बोलने के लिए. इवन लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर आपके पास कुछ है नहीं बोलने के लिए, तो क्या बोलेंगे? Irrespective of the knowledge, like if you're expert in any language, let's say Telugu, Hindi, Urdu, Farsi, English, whatever, take any language, no problem. But if you don't have the knowledge what to say, you don't have anything to speak, then what would you speak, right? So communicate करने के लिए आपके पास कुछ होना चाहिए, right? This is the first step. The second is, whatever you have, it should be in an organized way, राइट? आपका जो भी कंटेंट है, आप जो बोलने वाले हैं, इट शुड बी इन द बेस्ट ऑर्गेनाइज वे, सो दैट यू कैन टेल स्टेप बाय स्टेप, राइट? इफ यू हैव a huge information, then if you are unable, if you have a huge knowledge and if you don't organize well, I'm sure you will be confused and you will also confuse others as well. So the first point is you should have a knowledge. The second point is you should organize well. Okay, now the coming to the third point, which says neuroscience of learning language. What is the meaning of this? I think you already know, as we have been teaching this neuroscience in my batches, like the confidence speakers up. I teach English through communication science, right? So what exactly is that? Let me share you one slide here. Okay, are you able to see the screen? The screen.
No.
No, just a second. Let me reshare again, please. Now I think you will be able to, right? Okay. So this is a science of communication, neuroscience of learning language, right? So here there's a brain structure which will help you to learn language. See, there are two brain structure. I mean, दो हिस्से हैं ब्रेन के जो आपको कम्युनिकेशन सीखने के लिए मदद करता है. फर्स्ट इज ब्रोकस एरिया एंड द सेकेंड इज वर्निकीज एरिया. व्हाट इज ब्रोकस एरिया एंड व्हाट इज वर्निकीज एरिया? ये मेरे बैच में आई विल डीपली एक्सप्लेन यू what is the functionality of this, how you can activate it, and how does it work in the backend. As you can see in the second screenshot of this image, where Broca's area and Wernicke's area communicates with each other. ये दोनों में communication होता है. Wernicke's area का function क्या है, Broca's area का function क्या है, we'll tell you in the detail in my course actually. So there is a science behind it. Okay, there is a science. And if I would like to give you an example, let's say for example, if you on the if you travel and अगर आप एक एक्सीडेंट देखिए रोड पर, let's say for example एक बंदा जाते जाते एक ट्रक के नीचे आ गया, राइट, एंड उसका ब्रेन यानी ट्रक के नीचे क्रश हो गया. जैसे ही उसकी आपकी नजर वहां पर पड़ी, आप ऐसा एक ग्लांस देख के अपनी नजर हटा दिए, व्हाट विल हैपन? Let's say it's a very danger and deadly accident happen on the road. क्या होगा? टेम्परेचर आएगा, राइट, तबीयत खराब होगी, खाना नहीं खाएगा, और वॉमिट होगी, राइट, रात में नींद भी नहीं आएगी, राइट. देयर इज अ साइंस बिहाइंड. जो भी आपने देखा, आपका माइंड उसको कैप्चर किया और उसका इफेक्ट पूरी बॉडी पर हुआ, राइट. इट्स ए साइंस. अब लैंग्वेज में आइए. लैंग्वेज में भी इसी तरह का कुछ एक देयर इज ए साइंस बिहाइंड. जब भी आप कोई चीज सुनते हैं और बोलने की कोशिश करते हैं, तो ये ब्रेन के एरियाज आपको सपोर्ट करते हैं. ठीक है. सो दिस इज अ साइंस वेयर आई टीच एट द डीपर लेवल in my course. So this is about a foundation of communication. And in the last point where we have activate a speech articulator, if you see the sequence, first is you should have something to say, you should have knowledge. Second is you should organize your thought. Third is neuroscience of learning language. जब दिमाग में, if you have loaded the information, then it should come out from your mouth, right? So speech articulator exercise कुछ होती है, which I will explain you in my course. So this is the foundation of communication. Let's move on to the next point, which is very, very powerful. I think this will be I guess this is going to be the first time that you're listening to this. Top 3 mistakes of English learners. Okay. Point number 1, communication English is not a subject to study, it's a skill to learn. Now, what do I mean by that? देखिए, ये जो कम्युनिकेशन इंग्लिश है, ये बोलचाल, whatever we are communicating, it is a skill to learn. It is not a subject to study. आप 1000 किताबें पढ़ लो ग्रामर के, vocabulary के, you memorize 2 lakhs of vocabulary, whatever, but still you'll not be able to speak English confidently because it is not a subject to study. Communication English. Again, I'm saying I'm referring to communication English. What we speak. ये जो स्पोकन लैंग्वेज है, ये एक स्किल है, आपको सीखना पड़ेगा. ये किताबें पढ़ने से नहीं आता, राइट. और इसको, ये स्किल है, आपको सीखना पड़ेगा. लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल, साइकिलिंग इज अ स्किल, स्विमिंग इज अ स्किल. साइकिलिंग का एग्जांपल ले, आप कुछ किताबें पढ़ लीजिए, हाउ टू राइड ए बाइसाइकिल, नॉट बी एबल टू लर्न इट बिकॉज इट्स a स्किल टू लर्न. आप स्विमिंग सीखना चाह रहे हैं, आप किताबें पढ़ लो, you gain knowledge, that's for sure. Books give you knowledge, but skill सीखने के लिए आपको practice करना पड़ता. So that means communication skills is not a skill subject to study, it's a skill to learn. ये miscommunication है. दूसरा point है scared of making mistakes. जब भी English phobia जिसे कहते हैं, there is a statistics which shows that Indians, the Indians live in India, they don't have a gap of knowledge of English language. They lack some what we call psychological problem in their mind. वो लोग के पास एक फोबिया है, फोबिया का मतलब फियर, इंग्लिश फोबिया है। तो जितने भी इंडियंस हैं, दे आर गुड एट English knowledge. They lack the important element, psychological problem hai. That's the reason they are unable to speak. This is very specific to Indians. Okay. So the second mistakes of English learners is they are scared of making mistakes, which is an English phobia. The third point is lack of knowledge, which I covered before. Foundation of communication skills. आपको language होना चाहिए. अगर आपके पास लॉन्ग लैंग्वेज है मगर नॉलेज ही नहीं है तो व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ लैंग्वेज। इसको हम वाइस वर्सा भी देख सकते हैं कि अगर आपके पास नॉलेज है नहीं तो बोलेंगे क्या, right? So the first step is you need to learn language. So these are the top three mistakes of English learners. Communication skills is not a subject to study, it's a skill to learn. Most of the students, they keep on studying the English language as a theory. It is not a theory, it's a practical. Second is don't afraid of making mistakes. No one is perfect in this world. Everyone commit mistakes. Okay, there is a human nature. लाइक एक आदमी कोई चीज सीखना है, नया स्किल सीखना है, तो इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल विदाउट मेकिंग मिस्टेक्स। आप डे वन में जब साइकिल चलाना सीखे तो आप डे वन में परफेक्ट थोड़ी हुए। फर्स्ट टाइम आप नीचे गिरे, अगेन देर इज अ प्रोसेस, राइट? डे बाय डे आप में इंप्रूवमेंट आया। कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स ऑल्सो goes same like that. And the third is you need to acquire knowledge to speak English fluently. So these are the top three learners, uh, top three mistakes of English learners. Now, quickly tell me which one is the most powerful in your view? Which one do you think? One, two, three. Just type in the number. Which one is more, uh, you know, uh, lacking you? Is it a practicing part? Is it a making mistake? Is it a lack of knowledge? Number three, lack of knowledge. Number one, okay, practicing. One, good. Mhm. Okay, so these are the top three mistakes of English learners. Now coming to top three powerful enemies of Gen Z. What is the meaning of Gen Z? Gen Z का मतलब वो बंदे जिसकी डेट ऑफ बर्थ आफ्टर 1997 एंड बिफोर 2012, 2012 के बीच में जिसकी भी डेट ऑफ बर्थ है उनको हम जेन जी कहते हैं। वो लोग के थ्री एनिमीज है, पावरफुल एनिमीज, which by which they are unable to learn any skill. Okay, so the first powerful enemy is the scroll demon. What is the meaning of this? Any guesses? Just type in the chat. The scroll demon. Any guesses? What is the meaning of scroll demon?
Probably they are
Okay,
not focused on one particular thing and they just end up scrolling based on their habit of scrolling the reels or the YouTube shorts or something. So their attention span is limited.
exactly, exactly. The usage of Android phone, right? This is one of the powerful enemy that nowadays the Gen Z people, the people who born 1997, 2012, between this, they are stuck in a deep disease, which we called the scroll demon, right? In my course, I will teach you how to avoid uh, the high usage of mobile phone, because आपको ये डीमन को पहचानना चाहिए और आपका फोन के यूसेज को कम करना चाहिए, देन ओनली यू विल बी एबल टू अचीव द great goals in your life. Okay, this is the first demon. And the second powerful enemy is comfort addiction. जो भी आप लेवल पर है, there are how many audience, these many people are there, some of them are students, some of them are working professionals, some of them are uh, authors here, इतने लोग हैं। सेकेंड प्रॉब्लम क्या है? एनिमी इज कंफर्ट जोन। जो भी आप लेवल पर है, मैं यहाँ पर खुश हूँ, ऐसा नहीं चलने वाला। यू हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ योर कंफर्ट जोन, देन ओनली यू विल अचीव द वंडर्स। ठीक है, जब आदमी कंफर्ट जोन से निकलता है तभी उसको कोई नई चीज सीखने को मिलती है और दे कैन अचीव वॉट एवर दे हैव मिशन इट। ओके, सो कमिंग टू द थर्ड पावरफुल एनिमी विच इज शैलो फ्रेंडशिप्स। जैसे हमने ऊपर की स्लाइड में बताया कि Influence have a power, right? Whatever you have friend circle, you will become that. So आपको अपना friendship circle जो भी है, you have to be very careful about it, because आपका friend circle आपको ही बताएगा कि आप क्या है, right? आपको देखकर हम बता सकते हैं, आपके फ्रेंड्स को देखकर हम बता सकते हैं कि आप क्या है, बिकॉज इन्फ्लुएंस में आपके ये इतना पावरफुल एलिमेंट है ह्यूमन लाइफ में, विच ह्यूमन कैन नॉट कंट्रोल. दैट्स द रीजन आई हैव गिवन द एग्जांपल ऑफ डॉक्टर. एक बंदा एमबीबीएस कर रहा है बट वो डाकुओं के साथ रह रहा है, तो उसका विल पावर है कि मैं डॉक्टर बनूं, बट वो बंदा रॉबर्स के साथ रह रहा है, तो क्वालिटीज ऑफ रॉबर्स, वट एवर द क्वालिटीज ऑफ रॉबर्स वी हैव, दैट विल कम इन टू हिज हार्ट, राइट? वो दिल में उतर जाएगा और वो काम करने लगेगा, तो वो डॉक्टर बनने से पहले वो डाकू बन जाएगा. ओके, परसेंटेज ऑफ इन्फ्लुएंस पावर इज 100%. वी हैव कपल ऑफ एग्जांपल्स वी कैन सी. आप जो दही बनाते हैं कर्ड घर में, दूध और थोड़ा सा मिकदार में, कम मिकदार में आप दही दूध के साथ रखिए, इन द नेक्स्ट डे यू विल सी द कंप्लीट कर्ड, राइट? हाउ दैट हैपन? दोनों को साथ रखने से वो भी बन गया, राइट? इन्फ्लुएंस हैव अ पावर, सो बी केयरफुल अबाउट योर फ्रेंडशिप. आप जिस जो बनना चाहते हैं उनके साथ रहना स्टार्ट कर दो, right? If you want to be a great speaker, you have to be with them, the people who are good at great speaking, right? So ये था three powerful enemies of Gen Z. I don't know how many people are comes under this Gen Z. And just for your kind information, there is a Gen Alpha as well. The people who born after 2012, 2012 until date, they are called Gen Alpha. Okay, the people comes under Gen Z is 1997 to 2012. They have got a very special categorized people. They saw COVID-19. They saw a huge usage of mobile phone. That's the reason they called Gen Z. Okay, coming to the important element of today's webinar. Before we move on, any questions? Any questions you have? You can type it in the chat, or you can speak out, unmute and speak out. No problem.
I believe so far we are good.
What is that? I'm sorry.
I said so far I'm good.
Okay. Okay. So let's move on to the next topic, which is how to speak English confidently and fluently. See, the first point is identify and replace the lies which you tell to yourself. देखिए, जब भी आप अंग्रेजी में बोलना स्टार्ट करते, आपके दिमाग में कुछ थॉट आता. ओके, सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. देयर आर top three problems you will face when you try to speak with others. It can be an interview, it can be a public speaking on any topic, it can be anything. Whenever you start to speaking in English, you will have a couple of questions coming into your mind. वो क्या है? How to eradicate that? Okay. So first thing is you have to identify and replace the lies you tell to yourself. अपने आप को आप कुछ बोलते हैं, ठीक है? Let's say for example, जैसे ही आपको इंटरव्यू, टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ इंटरव्यू. आप इंटरव्यू के लिए गए, जैसे ही रूम में एंटर होते ही आपके दिमाग में कुछ थॉट आएगा, राइट? तो आपको क्या करना है? यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई इट एंड यू हैव टू रिप्लेस इट. हाउ टू डू दैट? फर्स्ट थिंग इज कैच द नेगेटिव वॉइस. आपको जो भी दिमाग में वो थॉट आया, आपको वो लिख लेना है. Okay, let's say for example you always say to yourself like, I always made a mistake, I always mess up, I don't have confidence while speaking, I don't have much vocabulary to speak. There are lot many negative thoughts coming into your mind at the time of starting the communicating, right? So at that time what you have to do is just understand that, identify it first of all, and secondly catch the negative voice, what you tell to yourself, right? उसके बाद आपको वो मेंटल स्क्रिप्ट, जो भी आपको स्क्रिप्ट है, उसको रीराइट करना होगा. You have to replace that negative thoughts to positive one. Let's say, for example, I'll give you an example. If you get a thought like I always mess up, मैं हमेशा गलती करता हूँ, तो आप उसको लिखना पड़ेगा कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू नीड टू राइट आई ऑलवेज मेस अप, मैं हमेशा गलती करता हूँ. आप वो क्वेश्चन लिखना पड़ेगा. उसके बाद आपको लिखना पड़ेगा कि दिस इज अ लर्निंग स्टेज एंड आई एम इम्प्रूविंग डे बाय डे. ये तो था नेगेटिव थॉट की आई मेस्ड अप एवरी टाइम, आई ऑलवेज मेक मिस्टेक, ये था नेगेटिव. इसको हम पॉजिटिव में चेंज कैसा करेंगे? You should change it into positive. How do you do that? Simple. Rephrase it in a positive way. You have to say to yourself that this is a human nature. Everyone will commit mistake in the initial stage. I'm also doing that. This is a natural process. And you have to say to yourself that I'm improving. राइट. सो आपको ये लिखना पड़ेगा, नोट्स के अंदर आपको ये लिखना पड़ेगा. द सेकेंड स्टेप इज टू रीराइट योर मेंटल स्क्रिप्ट एंड कन्वर्ट योर नेगेटिव थॉट इनटू पॉजिटिव वन. द थर्ड इज प्रैक्टिस बिलीविंग द ट्रूथ. आपको जो आपने लिखा, as you have converted your negative to positive one, you have to daily read that aloud. क्योंकि ब्रेन का जो फंक्शनैलिटी है, अपने आप को आप डेली बोलना पड़ेगा कि आई एम इम्प्रूविंग, आई एम इम्प्रूविंग, आई एम इम्प्रूविंग. सो डे बाय डे आप अपने ब्रेन को, सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को ये बोलेंगे, तो स्लोली स्लोली आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल बढ़ेगा. Right? So the first problem is the first tip which I want to give you here to speak English fluently and confidently. Identify the negative thoughts while you're speaking. Okay. And replace them with positive one. These are the three steps that you can follow to replace it. Right? Coming to the second point, prepare with a purpose, not a perfection. देखिए, the main goal of communication is to pass your message. Okay. Forget about perfection. The goal is not to be perfect because no one is perfect, right? The baseline, the foundation is human being is not perfect. Remember this, human being is not perfect. So by remembering this, our the main purpose of communication, irrespective of the interview or a public speaking on any topic, or you are getting a good project for your business, whatever, you will have a purpose for it, right? So prepare with a purpose, not for perfection. No one will check your perfection. By the way, I'll tell you on this. No one will check your perfection. They will check your message, what message you are giving. So in order to achieve it, there are three things. First is know your why. जब भी आप communicate करते हो, तो आपको आपका why मालूम होना चाहिए. Why are you communicating? What is the message that you are carrying? Okay, what is your goal? What is your mission? Who is your audience and what is your mission? What is your mission? अब interviewer interview ले रहा है, right? And your target is to clear the interview, right? So by keeping in mind that I would like to clear the interview, अगर आपके पास ये मिशन दिमाग में है, तो you will communicate well. अगर आप ये सोचोगे कि मैं कैसा लग रहा हूं, मुझे परफेक्ट इंटरव्यू देना है, ये दिमाग में से निकाल दीजिए. राइट. प्रिपेयर फॉर अ पर्पस. जस्ट फोकस ऑन योर पर्पस. व्हाट इज योर मैसेज? व्हाट इज द आइडिया? व्हाट इज द मेन आइडिया बिहाइंड इट? इफ यू शिफ्ट this mindset, you will see a drastic change in your body language as well as how you communicate with others, right? So first thing is know your why. Why are you communicating? The second is structure and don't memorize. आपको आपके स्पीच हो या इंटरव्यू हो, आपको मेमोराइज नहीं करना है. ओके. जस्ट एक मेन बुलेट पॉइंट्स में लिखना है. यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम योर हार्ट, यू स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग विथ योर हार्ट, नो प्रॉब्लम. ओके. People will not judge you depending on your perfection. Okay. People will judge you depending on your message, what you carry. राइट. आप आपका मिशन क्या है, आपका मेन मैसेज क्या है, उसके ऊपर फोकस होगा, नॉट योर परफेक्शन. ओके. सो जब भी आप कोई डिस्कशन करना है या इंटरव्यू वट एवर, जस्ट स्ट्रक्चर इट, स्ट्रक्चर इन main bullet points and go over. Don't try to memorize it. Okay. The third point is rehearse for connection. जब भी आपको ऐसे कम्युनिकेशन का कोई टाइम आ जाए, पहले आपको उसके लिए प्रिपेयर होना है और इसके लिए आपको रिहर्स भी करना है. कई के लिए, परफेक्शन के लिए नहीं. The point here is rehearse for connection. How you can connect with your audience, how you can connect with other people on the other side, right? So you have to rehearse for connection, not for perfection. So this is a third point on prepare with a purpose, not with a perfection, right? Coming to the third point, which says channel your nervous into energy. This is also very, very important. What is that? Channel your nervous into energy. Reframe nervousness as excitement. What do I mean by that? जब भी आप नर्वस फील करते हैं, ओके, जब भी आपको फियर है, एंजाइटी है, आपको हार्ट बीट स्पीड हो गई, या नहीं तो पसीना आने लगा, नॉट मैनी रीजंस आपको नर्वसनेस हो सकता. बट अब आप देखेंगे रिसर्च इसका, नर्वसनेस के जो साइंस और सिम्टम्स है, एक्साइटमेंट के भी वही सिम्टम्स है. ओके, whenever you feel excitement, उसके भी सही, उसके भी सेम साइंस है. ओके, सो द साइंस, द what we call the symptoms of excitement is same as symptoms of nervousness. So you just have to reframe it. Here you have a negative thought of nervousness, anxiety and everything. You got to reframe it. How to do that? You have to use your body movement. Okay, exercise करना चाहिए before you go and speak on. आपको थोड़ा सा बॉडी का मूवमेंट करना चाहिए, डीप ब्रीथिंग एक्सरसाइजेस करना चाहिए. दिस आर द टिप्स दैट यू कैन फॉलो. द थर्ड इज टर्न एनर्जी इनटू पैशन. जब भी आप कोई चीज बोल रहे हैं तो स्ट्रॉन्ग पैशन से बोलना है. Even if you carry mistakes, doesn't matter. People will focus on your energy level and your passion and your message. They will not check your mistakes and all. Remove this negative thought from your mind. Okay. So these are the top three things that you can implement to speak English fluently and confidently. In order to achieve it, you have to follow these 3 points. Okay. Let me just quickly read it out and uh, quick heads up on that. First, you have to identify and replace the lies that you tell to yourself. For that, catch your negative voice, write it down, replace it with positive, and practice believing the truth. The second point is prepare with purpose, not perfection, because no one is perfect in this world. Know your why, what is your message, what is your goal. Third is structure your communication, do not memorize. The third is rehearse for connection. Everything required practice. Communication is the most important element in that. Third is channel your nerves into energy. First is reframe your nervousness as excitement. Use movement and breathing, turn energy into passion. These are the top 3 tips. ये आज के वेबिनार का इंपॉर्टेंट एलिमेंट था आपको शेयर करने के लिए. So what do you think? Which one is very, very important to you and which you are following from tomorrow? Just update it in the chat. Which one do you see important one? आपको ये 3 पावरफुल टिप्स में से कौन सा इंपॉर्टेंट लगा? Just tell me in the chat. 1, 2, 3. Type in the number. Just 1, 2, 3. 1, replace and identify and replace the lies you tell to yourself. Yeah, this is a common for everyone, especially for the beginner. जो भी नया बंदा beginner है, they will have this problem, right? All 3, Khalil, all 3. Okay, no problem. 2, prepare with a purpose, not perfection. Yeah, this is also powerful. Agree. Right? But most of the people, my experience teaching communication English for the last 8 years, my experience is the first one, because they don't know what is a negative thought coming into his head before going for a speak. Right? आपको कोई चीज को सुधार लाने के लिए उसका पता चलना चाहिए कि what is going wrong. Right? So first point is very much important. Abdul Sattar, point number 3. Okay. So no problem. So these are the top 3 things. Before we move on, whatever we have taught here, I teach in I teach all this thing at a deeper level in my syllabus. In this slide, let's see a roadmap of a beginner. Let's say if you're a beginner, if you want to speak English confidently and uh, fluently, there is a roadmap. Okay, the roadmap is very, very powerful. See this, check it out. The first one is in my syllabus, the sequence of learning communication skills is quite different from other communication institution, right? Other institute. What is that? I follow the model called ALI, right? ALI model के हिसाब से मैं अपने स्टूडेंट्स को इंग्लिश कम्युनिकेशन पढ़ाता हूँ, right? So let's see what is the meaning of A, what is the meaning of L, what is the meaning of I, right? The A refers to acquirability. What is the meaning of this? आपको कौन सा भी स्किल या कौन सा भी नई चीज सीखना है जिंदगी में, आपको वो सीखने के लिए कुछ तैयारी करना पड़ेगा, right? I'll give you an example here. Let's say, for example, if you want to become a good cricketer, आपको एक बेहतरीन क्रिकेटर बनना है और आप ट्रेनिंग के लिए स्टार्ट किए, राइट? तो ग्राउंड में जाते ही आप स्टार्ट हो जाएंगे पैड्स पहनकर स्टार्ट? नो, राइट? देयर विल बी अ वार्म अप एक्सरसाइज, होगा ना? इवन इफ यू टेक एनी अदर थिंग, देयर विल बी अ प्रोसेस ऑफ प्रिपरेशन फर्स्ट, राइट? आपको कौन सा भी काम करने से पहले उसका कुछ प्रिपरेशन होना चाहिए, so that you will get good results in that, right? If you are not prepared well, there will be a problem. You will not get much results on that. So in communication science, what is a preparation? The first is acquirability, right? आपको वो काबिल बनना है वो स्किल सीखने के लिए. What is that requirement? The first is mindset, right? आपको एक स्ट्रॉन्ग माइंडसेट होना चाहिए इंग्लिश कम्युनिकेशन सीखने के लिए. मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट फेल्स हियर. देर आर there are the students, like if you see our the participants here, they don't have a knowledge, they don't have a lack in the knowledge of English. They know the basic English, how to read the sentence, they have got a good pronunciation as well, but the problem is they have a they are lack in confidence, nervousness होगा, थोड़ा डर होगा, right? तो mindset is very, very important. How to build a strong mindset, I will teach in my community, राइट? सो एक्वायरेबिलिटी में फर्स्ट पॉइंट है माइंडसेट. आपको स्ट्रॉन्ग माइंडसेट होना चाहिए, राइट? एंड हाउ टू बिल्ड अ स्ट्रॉन्ग माइंडसेट आई टीच इन माय कम्युनिटी. सेकंड इज फोकस. हाउ टू लेजर फोकस. देखिए, अगर आपको रिजल्ट चाहिए कौन से भी फील्ड में, आपको फोकस होना बहुत जरूरी है. If you don't focus, you will not get results. I'll give you an example here. Let's say if you have two students, student A and student B, दो स्टूडेंट. स्टूडेंट ए के पास 10 घंटे टाइम है और कोई एग्जाम के प्रिपेयर होने के लिए. स्टूडेंट बी के पास सिर्फ 1 आवर है प्रिपेयर होने के लिए, ओके? और जिसके पास 10 आवर्स टाइम है प्रिपरेशन के लिए, वो बंदा विदाउट फोकस अपना रिसर्च अपना स्टडी किया. स्टूडेंट बी के पास सिर्फ 3 घंटे थे और वो फोकस के साथ प्रिपेयर किया. What do you think the result will be good for? Student A or student B? Which one? Obviously student B, right? Because you got a very good focus. Focus plays a very important role. So in my community, as you already know, the attention span and the focus level is day by day decreasing, right? As per that, just now we shared that the statistic shows that only 22 seconds we have attention span, right? In my community, I teach that how to be a laser focus. आपको लेजर फोकस के साथ कैसे पढ़ना है वो मैं कम्युनिटी में बताऊंगा. थर्ड पॉइंट इन एक्वायरेबिलिटी इज न्यूरोलॉजिकल रेडीनेस. व्हाट इज दैट? इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ एक्वायरेबिलिटी वी टीच इंग्लिश थ्रू द कम्युनिकेशन साइंस, थ्रू द पावर ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन साइंस. इसके अंदर मैं आपको एक डाइट प्लान भी दूंगा जिसके अंदर आपको न्यूरो साइंस के हिसाब से कुछ डाइट भी फॉलो करना पड़ेगा, राइट? विद दैट It will help you to learn language very easily. Okay, and the food and the एवरीडे एक्टिविटी, ये सब चीजें आपकी ब्रेन की परफॉर्मेंस को इम्प्रूव करेगा. इट विल इम्प्रूव द एफिशिएंसी ऑफ योर ब्रेन so that you mentally fit, you confidently well, everything will be very clear, right? जैसे कि हमने अभी एग्जांपल दिया कि एक ग्राउंड में उतरने के बाद यू कैन नॉट गो इनटू द नेट एंड स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसिंग, राइट? पहले कुछ वार्म अप एक्सरसाइजेस करना होगा, राइट? तो कम्युनिकेशन इंग्लिश सीखने के लिए भी कुछ वार्म अप एक्सरसाइजेस है which I cover in acquirability. I will help you to remove your negative thoughts, build a strong mindset. न्यूरोसाइंस टेक्निक के कुछ आपको डाइट भी दिया जाएगा और आपकी ब्रेन की एफिशिएंसी भी बढ़ाया जाएगा. ये पूरा प्रोसेस है एक्वायरेबिलिटी में. Once you set with that, if you are internally strong from the neurological concept or everything, you are prepared, psychologically good enough, वो टाइम पर आप अब यहां से इंग्लिश सीख सकते हैं. द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज लर्न, राइट? लर्न कम्युनिकेशन इंग्लिश. ऑब्वियसली इसके अंदर तीन एलिमेंट्स रहेंगे. व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट इज प्रोनाउंसिएशन, सेकंड इज ग्रामर, एंड थर्ड इज वोकैबुलरी. I have a process called Speak Right Framework. This is a very powerful framework. By following this, even if you're a beginner, you will uh, you will get a mastery in pronunciation, right? I will teach this in my community. The second is grammar. There is a process, there is a formula called genius grammar genius formula. In that, I will help you uh, without without studying the grammar rules, you will be able to speak English fluently. Okay, without memorizing the grammatical syntax and rules, you will speak English confidently and with the correct syntax. Third is there is an implementation. Sorry, in vocabulary, there is a framework called vocabulary building framework. In that, I will give some prompts so that you need not to use any dictionary, or if you want to get a meaning of the new words, you will easily get it with this framework, vocabulary building framework. Okay, so these are the main elements which comes under learn module. Okay, pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary. Okay, let's move on to the third point, which is in ALI model, I stands for implementation, right? So I introduce a new framework which is called Neurospark communication techniques. This is a this is a technique, and this is a natural process, like how human learn language by implementing all those. Like if you are internally strong, if you learn your uh, pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, then the third place is implementation. आप जितना भी सीख चुके हैं उसको implement करना चाहिए, right? Without implementing, like you learn everything, okay? You know how to target the mission, okay? मगर आप इस्तेमाल ही नहीं किए. Let's say for example, if you learn good grammar, okay, syntax, everything is good, and you learn a good vocabulary, but आपको implement करना ही नहीं आता. So what is the use of learning this, right? So implementation framework में आपको जितना भी knowledge आपने gain किया उसको implement करने का यहाँ पर आपको बताया जाएगा. So ALI model stand for acquirability, learn, and implementation. This is a circle of communication as per my syllabus, right? So what do you think is the most powerful in this element? Acquirability, learn, implementation. Just type in the chat. Which one do you think the powerful one? One, two, three. One is acquirability, second is learn, and third one is implementation. The first one, right? Agree. First one, without having a skill, without internally prepare, not be able to achieve anything. You should have a strong mindset. You should be prepared well for getting into that, right? Focus, mindset, neurological readiness, right? If your brain is strong enough to acquire the knowledge, whatever you want to achieve. But here we are talking about communication English, right? So yeah, I agree. Acquirability is the first important element that we need to focus. Okay, so before we move on to the next topic, a quick update and a quick announcement. Like first thing is, uh, I'm going to schedule this webinars once in 15 days, okay, with a new topic. Every webinar में मैं कुछ नए नए topics लाऊंगा. So in order to get those updates, you have to join my WhatsApp community. Okay, let me just open that scanner for you. Yeah. Are you able to see the screen, the scanner, right? So you can just scan this QR code to join my community. Okay. And you can ping me in my WhatsApp group, WhatsApp number 707-589-3009. In that, I share my updates, my upcoming videos, and the upcoming program which I conduct in my community. Okay. You can take the screenshot or you can scan it right now. I can put it there another 5 seconds if you want. Okay, now let's move on to the next topic, which is really important. I would like to give you, because I run a community called Confidence Speakers Hub, and in today's class, I would like to give you a special offer to join the membership. Okay, let me just open it up. Okay, by the way, at the end of this webinar, I would like to give you two powerful bonuses. Okay, I'd like to give you two powerful bonuses. Please stick around. Before we move on, any questions so far? Do you have any questions? Just put it in the chat before I reveal the offer. Noted. Any questions? No. Okay. I'll take the silence as no. So let me give you the offer, what I have for you today, as you have been there uh, for a long time, right? So the offer is I'm going to start a new batch from Monday onwards. So the offer is first is batch details, like new batch is starting from Monday, that is 20th of July. And our classes will be conducting from Saturday to Wednesday. Like we have a classes on Saturday to Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. There's a week off, which we'll have on Thursdays and Fridays. We don't have any classes on Thursdays and Fridays. Okay. Boys' timings. The boys' timings are 7:30 to 8:30 evening. Okay. And the girls' timing is 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So there is a separate batches for girls and boys. Girls timing morning hai, boys timings evening hai, right? The class mode is classroom training. As of now, we are not conducting any online training. There will be no Zoom call, nothing. I'm planning to do that. As of now, we have only classroom training, not online training. Our location, our institute location is Hafiz Baba Nagar near Umar Restaurant. And the course duration, what we have is 40 days of course. The current fee structure, what we have is 9,999. Okay. But today I would like to give you a special offer. Are you ready with the offer? Just tell me yes or no. Do you need the
Yes.
offer? What is that? Please go ahead. Saying something. Okay. Safi is saying, do you have any online classes? As of now, Zafar, we don't have any online classes. हमने planning I'm planning it, but maybe after a month. Okay, I need to prepare for it. There is a time constraint. That's the reason I'm unable to conduct online classes here, right? So, what is the offer, right? Okay, the offer is actual fee is 9,999, right? Offer validity. Like if you join this membership, there is a validity. You have to join before 27th of July, before Sunday. Okay, if you join before Sunday, actual fee is 9,999, but you need to pay with a discount of 40%. So the discounted fee is 5,999. There is a catch. The catch is you have to pay this before 27th of July, before Sunday. Then only you are eligible for with this offer. अगर आप payment after Monday यानी तो if you want to do it after some time, this offer will not get. Okay, you will not get this offer. Okay. So for this office hours, हमारे office hours है morning 11 o'clock to 9 night 9:30. You can call to my WhatsApp number. Can contact me before coming. There is both online and offline payment available. You can pay it online. If you want to pay the cash, you can come to institute. I can share the address as well. So who are interested with this offer, you can ping me on the WhatsApp and you can directly, if you want, you can come directly to my institute and we can talk. Okay. So how many people are interested to join? Just ping me in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. Yes.
Fahim, I would like to recommend these courses to a few of my colleagues who are really looking forward to improve their
Mhm.
communication skills. So
Okay.
I've got the scanner, and I'll forward that QR code scanner to those team members. But
Mhm.
just wanted to understand, would you be able to let us know what all are you going to cover in these 40 days? So is it going to be from the basic till the advanced level of English, or and what all levels are we going to cover? Any
Got your question.
information, or what's your curriculum, or what's your planner for these 40 days? So if we get an idea based on that, I can recommend the members. And do we the other question is, do we have anything which is not as lengthy as 40 days, a crash course for the people who are good with English but they just need to uh, get rid of or just improve their ability
Mhm.
to interact with people, so they are already good in the way they speak, but they just
Okay.
need to get rid of that stage fear, or the ability,
Okay.
or develop the ability to be able to speak in a forum. So
Got
for
it.
these kind of people, do you have any specialized courses? I would love to visit your office as well to discuss this in detail, because I myself am a voice coach as well, and I have a lot of other team members who are really looking forward to learn. So I would like to recommend these courses. I just wanted to
Good.
know what is your planner, and do you
Mhm.
have any separate courses, short-term courses as well?
Sure. I will share you the syllabus and what is the entry level, which syllabus we are talking about, and what is the entry level, and who can join this course, right? That is your question. I think Khalil, you're joined from, are you joined from Hyderabad, India?
Yes, I stay in Hafizabad. I
Okay.
usually pass by your office every day while going to office. So I
Mm-hmm.
was really keen to know that, but then due to the time constraints, I never got an opportunity to visit you and meet you.
Okay.
But then I'll text you on WhatsApp. I've got your number, and
Mm.
I believe you remember yesterday I texted you as well. So let's have an interaction, and then I'll probably refer a few people.
Good. Good. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to meet with you. And before you start, just message me on WhatsApp so that I'll ensure that I will be available to meet with you. Okay. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you, Khalil. Thank you so much. Any other? Any other? Yes. 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 Okay. Thank you. So coming to the last part of today's session, which is really interesting, right? Let me just open that for you. Two bonuses, right? So the first is vocabulary magic prompt, right? What is that? I'd like to share with you a powerful vocabulary prompts that I would like to share with you. right? See here, the prompt is, are you able to see the screen? I think there is a problem with the voice. Am I audible? I hope you are able to see me, right? My video? Yes, no, maybe
Not
no.
exactly. We can see the screen, but you're not visible.
Okay, what screen you are seeing right now? Sorry, it has.
Probably you're just scrolling between the windows
Okay,
right now.
yeah,
And now,
yeah,
yeah, we can see vocabulary magic prompts, the
exactly.
Word
Yeah,
document.
thank you for confirming that. So this is a magic prompts. Uh, First of all, before we move on, how many people have used Chat GPT? Have you ever used Chat GPT before? Yes, no, maybe. How many people have used it? Just comment in the chat. Is it the answer? Ismail, you said no. Is it the answer that you have given for Chat GPT usage? Yes, yes, yes. I got everything. Yes. No one says no. Okay. Okay. Meta, good. Meta AI, good tool these days. Yes, I can have been use chatbot, ChatGPT. Okay. So yeah, everybody's used ChatGPT and other AI, generative AI tools. Today, I would like to share with you magic prompts. Okay. See, this is a prompt where you can use in ChatGPT to get the best reply from it. However, I'm going to share this in my WhatsApp community group. I hope you already joined it. You can type in your AI tool, like whether you use Meta, AI, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, whatever. The prompt is, I'm at a beginner level. Give me a list of 20 basic verbs with Roman Urdu translation with an example in the below format. So you need to copy. आपको यहाँ से कॉपी करना है, आमा से ट्रांसलेशन तक आपको कॉपी करना है और आपके चैट जीपीटी के टूल में आपको ये डालना पड़ेगा. Do you need a demo or shall we move on without a demo? Just confirm in the chat because we exceeded the time. If everybody is interested, then we can move on. If not, then I can share this prompts Excel sheet with you. I think demo is not required, by the way, right? Because already, just confirm in the chat, move on. Okay. What about others? Do you need demo of it? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. I will move on. No problem. Uh, okay. Ibrahim will use only one demo. Okay. One prompt demo. Okay. The second prompt is write the meaning of the word sophisticate along with the Roman Urdu translation. Give me one example in below format. So you need to copy the text from here till here, and you can use it in Chat GPT to get the best response. What you have to do is आपको यहाँ पर सिर्फ sophisticate का word हटाना है. You can use any other new word which you don't know. आपको कौन सा भी word आपको नहीं पता, से integrate word है, right? Can change it whatever. कौन से भी वर्ड का आपको माना पता करना है तो यहाँ पर ये चैट आप यूज करते और इसका रेस्पॉन्स भी ऐसे ही आएगा, राइट? द थर्ड प्रॉम्प्ट इज पैराफ्रेज दिस सेंटेंस. द सेंटेंस which is coming in between this parenthesis. ये जो सेंटेंस हमने लिखा है यहाँ पर, प्लीज प्लीज स्केड्यूल ए मीटिंग टुमारो इन द बिलो स्टाइल ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. देखिए, जब भी हम गुफ्तगू करते हैं, कम्युनिकेशन स्टाइल्स डिफरेंट डिफरेंट होता है, राइट? कैजुअल कम्युनिकेशन, फॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन, पोएटिक, विजनरी, कॉन्वर्सेशनल, परसुएसिव, फिलोसॉफिकल, राइट? हर एक का अलग अलग अंदाज होता है बोलने का, राइट? हम यहाँ पर कौन सा भी सेंटेंस लिखेंगे, उसका पैराफ्रेज होगा, यानी चैट जीपीटी रिप्लाई देगा इतने स्टाइल में. फर्स्ट है कैजुअल, वेरी सिंपल लाइक ए फ्रेंडली कॉन्वर्सेशन. सेकेंड है फॉर्मल, लाइक प्रोफेशनल और बिजनेस सीरियसनेस जब हम डिस्कस करेंगे तो ये फॉर्मल लैंग्वेज यूज करेंगे। पोएटिक पोएम स्टाइल में बोलेगा। विजनरी लॉन्ग टर्म गोल्स और आइडिया इंस्पायर मोटिवेट करने के लिए विजनरी लैंग्वेज का इस्तेमाल होता है। कॉन्वर्सेशनल डायलॉग टाइप चेंज करेगा वो वर्ड को। पर्सुएसिव इन्फ्लुएंस करेगा। और ये वर्ड हम जो भी यहाँ पर सेंटेंस लिखेंगे उसको पर्सुएसिव में चेंज करेगा, यानी असरदार क्रिएट करेगा, वो सेंटेंस को मॉडिफाई करेगा, पैराफ्रेज करेगा। फिलोसॉफिकल, इसके अंदर इंकरेज रहेगा, इंकरेजमेंट रहेगा कि डीप थॉट और नॉलेज का, right? So any sentence that would you like to give here so that we can test one prompt here? Khalil, do you want to share it? Any sentence so that we can test one
Sure.
demo?
Something really interesting which I have learned from the Chat GPT or any other Meta AI. So if we
Mhm.
usually ask a lot of questions, and after a long time or after a couple of days, if we ask it, what do you know about me based on my search? So it gives
Mhm.
us some interesting responses, is what I've heard.
Yeah, I agree. So in this third prompt, any sentence that you'd like to give, let's say for example, yeah, this is a good example. Please schedule a meeting tomorrow. कल मीटिंग शेड्यूल करिए, right? अब इसको हम पैराफ्रेज यानी दूसरे लैंग्वेज में अगर हम पूछेंगे चैट जीपीटी को, इसका रेस्पॉन्स देखिए कैसा आएगा, राइट? श्योर, हियर इज द सेंटेंसेस। कैजुअल फ्रेंडली मैनर में, कैन यू सेट अप अ क्विक मीटिंग फॉर टुमारो, राइट? फॉर्मल में, काइंडली अरेंज अ मीटिंग फॉर टुमारो एट योर अर्लीस्ट कन्वीनियंस। पोएटिक, देखिए अंदाज इसका कैसा है। लेट अस गैदर, माइंड्स अलाइन, टुमारोज लाइट, a space to find, meeting called with purpose to plan, discuss, and follow through. Right? This is a third type of communication, right? Visionary. Let's align tomorrow to spark the ideas that shape our future. Please schedule a meeting so we can build what next together. Visionary type behavior. The fifth is conversational. Do you think we could get a meeting on the calendar for tomorrow? Love to sync up. Persuasive. Let's not miss a chance to move forward. Scheduling a meeting tomorrow could be the key to unlocking our next success. Philosophical अंदाज में ये टाइप कर रहा है, time ever fleeting, offer us tomorrow, shall we seize it with a meeting to shape with what comes next. देखिए ये एक सेंटेंस तो एक ही है, राइट? द सेंटेंस इज प्लीज शेड्यूल अ मीटिंग टुमारो। अब ये सेंटेंस को 7 डिफरेंट तरीके से हम बोल सकते, राइट? Different way, right? What is your interesting style of communication? Which one do you feel is a perfect one, or which one do you feel more aligned to? कौन सा आपका स्टाइल बहुत बेहतर लग रहा है इसके अंदर? Persuasive, formal, poetic, visionary, conversational, formal. Okay, persuasive. I like visionary, and I like persuasive because being in a teaching mode, I have to influence the decisions and change the mind of the people, right? Three is best. Poetic is best. Right. Okay. Yeah. So these are the three prompts, which is a magical one. And let's say, for example, you can tweak this prompt as well. Let's say, अगर आपको ये prompt को tweak करना है, you can change beginner level to intermediate level, 20 से 50, बेसिक से एडवांस। ये वर्ब्स की जगह पे हम नाउन भी ला सकते हैं, adverb, adjective, what are the parts of speech we have. And Roman Urdu you can translate into other languages as well, right? So they can and in the second prompt you can change this word to get the meaning of it. In the third prompt you can change the sentence here. You can change the sentence here. Please schedule a meeting tomorrow. You can change any sentence. You will get the response accordingly. Okay, so this is the first bonus that I would like to give. Let's move on to the second bonus, what we have for you. The second bonus is top 3 AI tools for students and working professionals. Can I share that with you? Are you excited? Please say yes, no, maybe in the chat. Yes, yes, Moin, yes. What about others? Okay. Okay. So let me share that. The first tool is Napkin AI. Have you ever heard this before? Napkin AI tool? No? Just type in Google. I'll share the link by the way. मैं आपको लिंक भी शेयर करूंगा इसकी Napkin AI. Okay. This is the first link. I'm going to share you the link as well. No problem. Let me create. Yeah, this is a previous example which I used before. As an example, I have opened this. So if you want to create an infographic for this, you can use this AI tool called napkin.ai. Okay. Once you paste your ideas or steps here, it will intelligently convert this into a different, a powerful infographic. Okay. See this magic. We are going to get this in a infographic way. 7 stages of human life, infancy, childhood, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can say this, right? Starting as childhood, infancy, and it reached to death, right? And you can change the style also. If you're not happy with this, you can go to the next option, different style. Here is another one. This is another one. This is amazing, right? We just need to update our points. It will convert this into a beautiful infographic visual, right? Which one do you think the good one? One, two, three, four. This is looking good to me, right? The stages in the steps, right? Okay, so this is a first tool which I would like to share. Coming to the second tool, Canva.com. I hope I think most of the people are using it now. It has been coming in a different level. They have integrated AI in that tool. Let me open Canva.com for you. I use the free version, by the way. And in free version, you got a huge options as well. You can play around, no problem. You can create any size of your slide, document, whatever you want to create, you can do it, right? This is canva.com. I'm going to share the link of it in the mind map. Third tool is notion.com. This is very, very powerful for the students and the people who are into research and development and everything. It's a good note taking app as well. Okay. Have you, have you ever heard this tool before? Notion.com? Just confirm in the chat. Yes, no, maybe. No. Notion.com? No. Okay. No. Okay. It is kind of a database. I mean, notes taking management. You can do anything. There are lot many options in that. Notion, you can type in Google as well. Let me open my notebook so that you will have an idea about it. Tool. Okay, this is my homepage of Notion. Yeah, let's say for example, these are the different notebooks here. If I would like to show you a quick demo, you can see here, you can create a tables as well. See here how deeply it is, right? You can create a database and everything is with a different pages. It will be a embedded form, right? आपको थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर रिसर्च करना पड़ेगा how to use Notion. Okay, you can do a project management as well. The people who have joined, who are running a business, they can use this application called Notion.com. Okay, you can watch some YouTube videos as well to get more clarity on that. But it is a very deep tool actually, very very powerful tool. Okay, so with this, I think we come to the end of this webinar, right? So magic prompts and AI tools link I would like to share in the group. Okay. Please join my WhatsApp community group. In that, I would like to share with this demo, the recording of this webinar, as well as the uh, all the documents which I promise you to share, vocabulary prompts and AI tool links and everything I would like to share in the group. Okay. With that, we come to the end of this webinar. Right. Thank you so much for joining this. Before we wrap, any questions? Do you have any questions or anything that would you like to share with us? Any questions? When will be my next webinar? Good question. So the next webinar will be, okay, I schedule it once in 15 days, right? So the next webinar will be, I mean, the date can be changed, but once in 15 days for sure, with a different topic. Okay. Anwar, thank you so much for joining. Looking forward. Okay. I'll be happy to joining again. Nice session, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. We'll wrap it up here. We'll meet again in the next free webinar. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.